The sun is the primary energy source for all living thing on earth. In ancient time, people used to think sun as a god because it is the glowing ball of light in the sky that warms our planet and gives us day and night. But the question is, what if sun won't always remain the same and reliable? The sun is about 4.6 billion years old, which sound ancient, but it's only about halfway through its life. Stars like the sun go through different phases in their life. Right now, it's in main sequence phase, which is like its adulthood, and it's been doing this for about 10 billion years. But the sun's main sequence phase will come to an end when it runs out of its favorite fuel, the hydrogen, and then it has to change the way it makes energy. It's like when you run out of your favorite snacks and you need to eat something else. When this happens, the sun's core, which is like its heart, will shrink and heat up, while the outer part will expand, becoming a giant. This giant sun will be so big that it could swallow up the planets like Mercury and Venus, and it might even reach Earth. At this stage, astronomers call the sun a red giant because it looks huge and reddish. During this transformation, the sun will have new reactions going on. Imagine a party where different kinds of fireworks light up the sky. The sun will have its own fireworks show, with hydrogen fusing in its outer shell and making the core even more hotter. When the core reaches an incredible temperature of 100 million degrees Celsius, it's like a big bang in there. On the other hand, helium, which is like the sun's spare fuel, will start to fuse into carbon and oxygen. Imagine after all the changes and transformation, the suns enter into grand finale. It's like a star's version of a dazzling light show. At this stage, the sun gets even brighter. It's like turning up the brightness on a giant cosmic light bulb. The sun's outer layer starts to glow intensely, and it becomes a brilliant spectacle in the sky. As the sun's outer layers shine brightly, something remarkable happens. It starts to shed these layers in a gentle and majestic way. It's almost like the sun is saying goodbye to its outer layers, like a flower shedding its petals. This shedding of layers creates something called a planetary nebula. It's not a planet, instead it's a stunning and colorful cloud of gas and dust that surrounds the dying star. Now here's a really cool part. While the sun is doing its grand finale, the outer icy world in our solar system, like the moons of gas giants and some dwarf planets in the Kuiper belt, will start to melt. It's like turning an icy desert into an oasis. For a few 100 million years, these outer worlds might have the liquid water, just like we do on Earth. Imagine if Pluto, the icy dwarf planet, suddenly become as warm as Miami Beach. Now comes to the big question. Could life start on these outer worlds during this brief warm period? Scientists wonder if these worlds might have a chance to evolve life in a relatively short time before they freeze over again as the sun's light fades. These outer worlds already have some elements that could help life, like hydrocarbons. So it's possible that as the sun goes through its final stages, it might actually help seed new life on these distant icy worlds. Our sun is just one of many stars in the Milky Way galaxy. There are about 10 billion red giants like our sun out there. Some astronomers even wonder if other stars might have done something similar, creating life on frozen world during their young days. But there is something we'll need more time and research to find out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe.